I feel like I'm in denial. I feel like I haven't processed it. Please, if you're watching this, follow me on YouTube and Instagram. I will be continuing to post the exact same content there, but it's really hard. I, decided to pursue social media full time, and I'm so grateful to have been given that opportunity. And I really hope that I can continue that just on other platforms, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. And if it's not possible, the quality and quantity of my videos is definitely going to decrease because working full time, it's going to be a lot harder. But yeah, I'm really nervous. So I will be on YouTube and I will be on Instagram. So please follow me there. I'll be doing the same videos and see if I can make it work. I still have a Twitch account, but I don't really go on Twitch. I found it was just really, really time demanding to be successful. You have to be on Twitch for 40 hours a month, and I just did not have 40 extra hours to give. So it's definitely something I'll consider in the future, but for now, it's not something I'll do. I'm Astro Alexandra on all platforms. I'm on X, I'm on Threads, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. I'm even on Facebook. What streams would you do? I don't know. When I was on Twitch, I did some really fun ones. We would do wiki speed running between space topics, which was really, really fun. Looking at, space images, we would do a random astronomy generator and find an image and try to figure out what it is without looking. Stuff like that was really fun. I'm also not against playing games on Twitch. Historically, I haven't done that, but it's something that I could do. Yeah. I know I'm gonna miss TikTok so much. You need this wallpaper? If you message me on Instagram, I'll send it to you. I'll send you a link. What made you interested in astronomy? I became interested in astronomy, growing up, I really, really, as a kid, wanted to go to space camp. My mom was absolutely not. But I really took an astronomy class my freshman year of college, and that astronomy class is what made me fall in love with astronomy. I really, really, really loved it. I do not work at NASA. I used to work at NASA. I worked at NASA for years. I started working at NASA when I was in college, and then I continued working at NASA once I graduated for a couple years. What is the meaning of life? Good Lord, I don't know. You're my favorite person ever? Oh my God, thank you so much. Is NASA hard to get into? Yes. But there are ways for sure. I think the easiest way that I found is starting with an internship and then moving full-time from that. I mean, that's what I did. There are also most NASA employees are actually contractors. They're not employed by the government. They are on government contracts. So I think looking at, what NASA center you want to look at and who their biggest contractors are, and then applying through them is a little backdoor way to get into NASA. I have also been a government contractor, so I think those are both really good ways to do it. Guys, what if I told you I've still never seen Interstellar? I think it's on Netflix now, so there's really no excuse. I just got this new blush, and I have to say, it's a little much. This is, I think, my second time wearing it, but you know what? We're going to calm it down, and it's okay. What degree do you need to get to work at NASA? That's a really good question because it depends what job you want at NASA. I was a writer and a communications specialist, and my degree is in business. So there's no one degree you need to work at NASA. There are teachers who work at NASA and graphic designers and artists and just so many people work at NASA. So it really depends on what career you want. if you're not sure, like a good way to start would be like aerospace engineering or astrophysics. I think those are both really good options. Do you like any space-oriented movies? Of course I do. My favorite is The Martian, like hands down. I like Hidden Figures. I recently watched Slingshot. I was really happy to partner with them. So I actually got to watch that one early. And I caught my reaction to the plot twist. Actually, there are multiple plot twists. But I caught my reactions on my Ring camera. I had it set up to watch my dog, and I forgot to shut it off. So that's kind of funny, and I posted my reactions to it. Yeah. Do you invite guests? I do not. I've never had guests on my TikToks, but maybe that's something I'll do in the future. Well, I guess on a different app. You don't have to miss my videos. You can follow me on YouTube and you can follow me on Instagram, and I'll still be posting videos there. And I also post them on Threads and X. It's not my first live, but it is my first live in like a year. I just figured I would get on. I mean, I used to do lives all the time, and I kind of just missed it, and I'm feeling nostalgic about TikTok, so I figured while I still can, might as well. And normally I would just do like a dedicated live, but I'm getting ready to film videos. Oh my gosh, thank you for the little heart hands. Thoughts on tardigrades? I love tardigrades. If you don't know what tardigrades are, they're these little like microscopic organisms that are just like, they can survive anywhere. They can survive anything. Thank you for the crown and the little heart puff. They can survive anywhere. They might be on the moon. There was a spacecraft that actually crashed on the moon, and it had tardigrades on it. So until we go back and examine it, we don't know if those tardigrades could be alive. They were dehydrated, so they didn't have any water. So they like could be basically in like a hibernating state, and then we could like pour water on them and see if they wake up, which could be cool. Your nail game is always fire. Thank you so much. They're Navy right now because I'm currently rooting for the Texans in the playoffs. Don't ask why. Actually, that's a lie. I'm really rooting for the Ravens in the playoffs. I love the Ravens. And I'm also rooting for the Commanders. But what bronzer am I using? This is the NYX Matte Bronzer. It's the only one that doesn't break me out. This is Shade Light. I'm rooting, number 1, Ravens. Number 2, Texans. Number 3, Commanders. But really the Ravens. I really, really want the Ravens to win. I want Lamar Jackson to get a ring. Don't worry about how much blush I'm putting on, because I put on an insane amount of blush to film my videos because the camera always like whoosh, washes me out so bad. So don't worry about it. I don't have the power to not get TikTok banned. I've tried. I lobbied Congress. And I thought that I would have like a good position, you know, because I worked for the government. I worked for the Pentagon for years. So I thought, you know, I would be able to come at them and be like, hey, I understand your concerns. Let's talk about it. But they did not want to hear it. So, okay. Yeah. Thank you for the galaxy. That's appropriate. Yeah, I wish I could do something to help TikTok, but I don't know what to do. I really don't. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my makeup today. Maybe I'll do, you know what, because I want to like extend my time on live. Maybe I'll do like an eyeliner. Thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. How do you know so much space stuff if you just have a business degree? That is a great question. Thank you guys so much for these gifts. I took a lot of astronomy in college. I actually originally was pursuing an astronomy minor, but my senior year, the last astronomy minor class was a 2 a.m. observing class. And in my mind, I was like, I'm already working at NASA and it's my senior year and I don't want to take a 2 a.m. class. What is this? I've never seen the star map. That was so cool. Thank you. Yeah, so I didn't end up pursuing the astronomy minor because I was already working at NASA, and I really wanted to take, my mindset was I'm in college and I want to use this opportunity to take every class I'm interested in. So I ended up taking the coolest class instead of astronomy on, it was called Health and Disease in Ancient Populations, and I learned so much, and I'd already taken an observing class, so I felt like I just wanted to learn more. And I don't regret it at all. So I took a ton of astronomy, and then honestly, I attribute a lot of it to learning on the job. A night star? I didn't know there were so many space-themed stuff. Thank you so much. So yeah, I started working at NASA, specifically with satellites and their GPS team in particular, and a little bit of their TDRS team, which are communication satellites, but mostly with GPS satellites. And I learned a lot on the job. But honestly, space is just like, I'm obsessed with it. And so I just used my access at NASA to learn as much as I could, talk to as many people as I could, and it was just like kind of like a passion project of mine. And so yeah, I learn more every single day. For every single one of my videos, every single one I'm doing like 2 hours of research. But I think that working at NASA, and then I ended up working at the Space Force afterwards, it taught me how to research and what the right sources were and how to get that information, how to read those journals and those studies, and how to learn. And so I think that's really the main skill that I use. And so I do extensive research for all my videos. What's your opinion about astrobiology? My opinion is if I could go back in time, I think that's what I would have pursued. Or no. I would have done like planetary geology. Like I think I would study rocks on other planets. I think that'd be so cool. Thank you so much for following me on YouTube. Are people really moving to Red Note? Thoughts on Oumuamua? If you don't know, Oumuamua is a, actually they don't really know what it is. It's an object that came from outside of our solar system and came into our solar system. And it's kind of shaped like a cigar. And it's not really a comet, and it's not really an asteroid, and they don't really know what it is. So there's a lot of conspiracy theories about it. Specifically, there's one astronomer at Harvard named Avi Loeb who is a big alien advocate and assumes a lot of things are aliens, and he published a paper kind of hoping that Oumuamua was going to be an alien spacecraft, and that sparked a lot of, like Harvard, like astronomer said that this is a alien spacecraft when it's not. So, yeah. Your thoughts on UAPs? I think you're going to see my insane makeup, the way I do my makeup right now. I've never seen anyone do this. People put the tape to get an eyeliner. I don't have time for that, and I'm not messing up my base. So I literally just go like this. And this is what I do, and this is how I do my makeup. I need silence for this one. Let's see. Your eyebrows. Oh my god, thank you. I have naturally, and nobody ever talks about this. See? That works. I have naturally curly eyebrows, which people don't talk about curly eyebrows. But I do. And I have to plaster them down because they're like curly. But thank you. I just have big eyebrows, and people are always saying like, your eyebrows are too big. What do you want me to do about it? But thank you so much. This is literally how I do my makeup. Like for every single event, I just hold a tissue up to my face and use eyeshadow, and that's my eyeliner. Like, It works. I do not get my brows laminated. I use this e.l.f. brow lift and it plasters them. You could use a card. I could, but I feel like since I can use the tissue and I can hold it down, like it won't lift up from my face. I feel like a card would lift up from my face. Like, I feel like that looks good. Are you going to Red Note? Are people actually going to Red Note? Like, I feel like I just have been seeing that, like, today. Is that a real thing people are doing? If everyone else is going, sure, I'll do it. Like, I don't care. Sure. Okay, I didn't realize people were actually going to Red Note, so I will make an account then, I guess. So insane. We're just like trolling the government at this point. Hi, Ashley. Are there certain space or other things you're most excited to learn about these days? Yes, I've been on an Earth kick. You might see a couple, like, I've already done a couple videos on Earth things, but I've been very much on like a geology kick and the evolution of Earth specifically. And I'm today filming another video on it, so I don't know, you're gonna be seeing a lot of that. That's just kind of what I'm into. I had a Mars phase too. I had a Mars phase, but all I want to talk about was Mars, and now I'm on an Earth phase, so that's fine with me, honestly. But sometimes when I talk about Earth, people are like, stay in your lane. Earth's a planet. Earth is a planet. I love the movie Contact. I love the movie Arrival, too. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm your favorite Space Talk creator. Well, you can still follow me on YouTube and Instagram and X and Threads and Facebook. Is the end near? God, I hope not. The end of TikTok is near. But not of the world. All right, now's the time for the eyebrows, you guys. This is what requires focus. With you guys watching me, I feel like I'm going to really mess it up. What's your favorite planet? It changes all the time. Right now is Earth. Actually, it's always Earth. But if you mean other than Earth, because usually people mean other than Earth, probably Mars. It used to be Jupiter. I love Jupiter. But I feel like I really was in a Mars phase and I can't get out of it. So probably Mars. My least favorite planet is Uranus. Sorry. It's just like everything Uranus does, Neptune does better, you know? And I am sad for that. But it's the truth. Yeah, Neptune is really, really beautiful. Someone said, ready for the 25th? Guys, I'm confused about the 25th. I know we're talking about the planetary alignment, but where's everyone getting, like, the 25th? The alignment starts on the 21st, and it doesn't, like, peak on the 25th. So I'm confused about where everyone's getting the 25th. Is there, like, a viral video or something saying it's the 25th? Yeah, Mercury's my second least favorite. But Uranus has it doesn't have the best anything. It's not the most anything. It has no records. I know, I do have a problem with talking about the planets as if they are people. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Thoughts on Venus? She's crazy. She's actually crazy. If she was a person, I would actually not want to be her friend. Or I'd want to be her best friend. I wouldn't want to be against her, that's for sure. The brows are not cooperating. Who's the short king planet? Which one's the short king planet? Yeah, Venus would be actually insane. You would not want to cross Venus. You know what else is insane? every time I do a video on Saturn, I have to look up Saturn, and photos of the god Saturn always pop up. Have you guys seen that? The god Saturn is crazy. Don't look at this eyebrow. Oh my god, don't. I'll cover it with my hair. The god Saturn's crazy. My favorite planet is Earth, and then Mars, and then Jupiter. I love Sedna. Sedna is a dwarf planet. Is a Stellarium app accurate? I think so. I haven't done enough research to give you like a yes or no, but I think so. What's going to happen on the 25th? It's going to be, well, there's a planetary alignment all month, but it's going to peak between the 21st and the 25th. Favorite Pokemon? I like Charizard. I like Charizard. I have never met Neil deGrasse Tyson. I've never met Bill Nye either. Where are you going? Do you mean after the TikTok ban or right now? Because right now the answer is nowhere. I'm just filming a video. I will be on YouTube and Instagram, and I plan on continuing to make content. And on YouTube, I'm going to make like longer content. I'm going to start doing longer form videos, so follow me over there. Can we see your dog, please? My door is shut. Hang on. I'm requesting that Fenway be brought to me. Do you still go live on Twitch? I haven't for a long time, but I'm not against starting again. I do not live in California. Fenway, come here. My good boy, come on up. The people want to see you. Come on up. Come on up. Big jump. That's right. Here's Fenway. This is my child. He's perfect. I gave him a haircut yesterday. He's a little stinky. I gave you a haircut, but I'll be honest. No, I'll be honest. You might need a bath. Do you want to sit here? Sure. It was so nice, but it was actually kind of embarrassing because they didn't leave a note. So I just assumed the brand sent it to me. So I sent a note to the brand being like, oh my God, that's so nice of you. And they were like, we don't know what you're talking about and we don't know who you are. I was like, oh. It was really embarrassing. But I have a JWST. That's a globe of Mars and what Percival Lowell thought were canals on Mars, but they weren't. Percival Lowell was crazy. He thought that there were these canals on Mars and it was an ancient alien civilization trying to find water. That man was crazy. Is the universe in a ball shape? I don't know. The shape of the universe is kind of unknown. I think most astronomers think it's flat. I, however, only picture the universe as donut-shaped. That's just what my astronomy professor, that was his idea, and I was like, great, that's what I'll believe. What mascara is that? It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and this one's really old, but if you get a new one, it is the best mascara in the entire world. I get new mascaras all the time, and I always go back to this one. Even high-end mascaras, I always go back to this one. It's the only one I like. Favorite known galaxy? Probably the Sombrero Galaxy. I like really weird shaped galaxies. It's actually pretty normal shape, but it's weird from our point of view. Dang, I really put on a lot of makeup today. I'm just trying to extend our time together. More get ready with me content while you talk about space? I would love to do that. I didn't know that's something people liked. So I don't think I've ever done this before. Maybe I have. I can't remember. I love Hoag's Object. Okay, maybe it's Hoag's Object. Hoag's Object is a ring galaxy. And through the ring galaxy, you can see another ring galaxy, which is crazy because ring galaxies are pretty rare in the universe. So that's just so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna lose TikTok, you guys. You have to follow me on YouTube and Instagram. I'm just like Astro Alexandra on both if you search them. There's also, you can like use the link in my bio, either one. Doing this with a dog on my lap actually makes it a lot harder. He's still here, and I know you can't see him, but he's still here. I don't know, maybe I will join Red Note. I hadn't really considered it. I hadn't really considered it until this live, but now everyone's asking me, so maybe. What I'm really gonna miss is CapCut, because I edit all my videos on CapCut. I saw a girl on TikTok use this brown lip liner, and I was like, all right, I'm easily convinced. Fenway has fully fallen. Oh my gosh, thank you. Fenway has fully fallen asleep on my lap. Which is good. He deserves to rest. He's a growing boy. I'm not verified yet. I don't think I'll ever be verified. I've requested verification quite a few times and they deny me. They tell me that the publications that I've been in aren't like high profile enough. Okay? These publications are like Forbes, the New York Times, whatever. I have actually made TikToks, and multiple senators, 2 of them who have voted to ban TikTok, follow me on TikTok. Make that make sense? And I have messaged both of them. I've also gone to Capitol Hill and lobbied for Congress. Lobbied for TikTok. So, I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I've also spoken on multiple news stations and to multiple publications on behalf of TikTok. So, is it official or not yet confirmed? Technically not yet confirmed because the Supreme Court agreed to hear the case. So TikTok is arguing that the ban violates First Amendment rights. So this is a really hard thing to argue because the ban is written in a way that says, well, TikTok could just sell the algorithm to a US buyer. TikTok's not going to do that because the United States isn't their only market. They're not going to sell TikTok. That would be crazy. We're not even their biggest market. So they're not going to do that. But they're saying that because they gave them that option, that basically it doesn't violate their First Amendment rights. Whatever. So the TikTok heard basically TikTok's argument to be heard in the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court, there are 3 options. Number 1, the Supreme Court could say, sorry, Fenway, do you want to get down? Okay. The Supreme Court could basically say, we don't want to hear this argument. We're not going to hear it. This isn't our business. In which case the ban would just go through on the 19th. Or they could say, we need more time to decide if we want to hear this, in which case the ban would be postponed. And if that happens, the new administration, if they wanted to, might be able to do something. President-elect Trump has said, he actually issued a statement asking the Supreme Court to do that, to postpone it, to try to let him find a political solution, which could be interesting. I don't know what the third option was. Why did I say there were 3 options? What am I missing? That's pretty much it, I think. Yeah. I went to Vanderbilt University. My sister had a Yorkie that lived for 18 years. Well, Fenway's gonna live forever, so. I just got Fenway's, like, DNA, like his blood work done. Does anyone want to guess what he is? Fenway, look over here. All right, guess what? Don't look at that pile of clothes, but guess what he is. I don't have a coat closet, so I just throw all my coats right there. I live in a really tiny place. Jack Russell, Terrier, Poodle and Jack Russell. Okay, so obviously, I thought he was a Jack Russell his whole life. I told people he was a Jack Russell. His vet record said he was a Jack Russell mix. Like, I thought he was a Jack Russell. And I thought he was mixed with Maltese because he sheds, but not really much. He's neither of those things. He has no Jack Russell. He is half toy poodle. Like, he's not curly. Like, I don't understand where that comes from. He's actually 53% toy poodle. And then 20% Chihuahua. Actually, that one makes sense. But he's not Jack Russell and he's not Maltese, which is interesting. Teach us about Sedna. You know what's so funny is I've had a video about Sedna written for probably 2 years and I've just never filmed it. Maybe I will. Unfortunately, Sedna's a kind of boring dwarf planet. I'm sorry to say. But like, compared to Pluto, come on. I haven't seen the moon tonight because it's daytime where I am. My favorite dwarf planet's Pluto. How dare you ask me that? Thank you for the galaxy. That's so nice. Why isn't Pluto a planet? The real reason is that they were discovering too many objects that were the same size as Pluto, and they were like, oh my god, there's going to be like 30 planets. The reason that they say is because it hasn't cleared its orbit. Its moon is too big. Like, its center of mass isn't inside of itself because its moon, Charon, and it orbit a common center of mass. It's called a barycenter, so they kind of orbit each other. Which is weird. The real reason is it's too small. What planet has the most moons? You know what? We don't know. Jupiter and Saturn both have a bajillion moons. They both have a ton of moons, and new moons are discovered every single year, so they keep passing each other in who has the most moons. I believe right now, Saturn has the most moons that we know about, but new moons are discovered all the time. You saw Mars? I love seeing Mars. Guys, Mars is the brightest and biggest that it gets in the night sky right now. It looks like a giant red star. It's really easy to find. I've never played No Man's Sky. Yeah, I might move over to Red Note. You don't have to miss me when this app is gone, you guys. I will still be on YouTube and Instagram. Please follow me over there so that you can still see my stuff. In fact, I'm way more active on Instagram. Like, significantly more active on Instagram, because I also post stories and regular posts. I know. I know about the meta stuff, but unfortunately, I'm a full-time content creator, and Instagram's my next biggest platform, and I need to pay rent. I know. But I will also, I know a lot of people are talking about the new app, Neptune. I've already reserved my username on there, so if people go to that, I will too. Yeah. Just trying to make it work. We'll see. I'm really sad about it. But yeah, the astronauts are not stuck in space. They've never been stuck in space. They are still in space, though. They do have a way home, though. The capsule that they are coming home on is there. It is docked. So they could get home if they wanted, but their mission's been extended to March. Yes, I'm on YouTube. I know. Everyone's saying, move to this one, move to this one. I'll be on all of them. Find me on all of them. But for now, I'm on Instagram and I'm on YouTube. What concealer do you use? I use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 5. I also sometimes use the NARS concealer in shade Vanilla. But the Maybelline Fit Me one is the one I use literally every day. Love the brows. Can we get the routine? Yes. I use the e.l.f. Brow Lift, Holy Grail, and then I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in the shade Medium Brown, and then I use a eyeliner brush to do it. All right, I'm gonna go because I have to go film videos, but I really think you guys are gonna like these videos because I'm really excited about them. I like some videos I'm like, all right, this is an okay video, and some videos I'm like really excited about, and I'm really excited about both of these videos. So I gotta film those. I'm gonna try to actually post one tonight. We'll see how fast I can get things done. We'll see. Where are my earrings? My God. Please, 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 please follow me on YouTube and Instagram. If you have either of those, I understand. If you are not using Meta right now, totally understand. Please follow me on YouTube. Okay, bye. See you guys later. No, it's not a JWST video because JWST hasn't dropped a new image in almost a month, but I know that one of the main scientists on JWST is giving a presentation this week, so I think there's going to be an insane photo. I just don't know what it is. I'll let you know when I know. Okay, bye!